Number Wizard. We're going to start making the game today. We're going to do a couple of things to get it all set up. First of all, you should have already created a Unity project and had it under 2D. Right, so your Unity project should look something like this, although yours will probably be on the scene view up here. So I'm selected on the camera right here. That's why you can see like the example, and then this pops up on the side. So what you're going to want to do is, after you have right-clicked, create a folder and name it scripts. After you create that, right-click, create a script, and then create a new C# script that doesn't have any spaces in its name or special characters. Okay, so you have Number Wizard game. All right, so in the name right here, Number Wizard game, no spaces. All right. And then, after you have that all set up, you have your camera in the hierarchy where it has all the objects. We have the camera in the game, so we can click on that. And then you can, so if I were to remove that, you can drag and drop it right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it open up, and let's start typing our first code. So you'll see here, there's two methods. There's a start and the update. Now the start method, what it does is it runs everything between this, like we have this open curly bracket and the closed curly bracket. Anything in between these two is going to be run inside of start, and it runs everything. Once the script is activated, it will run everything once. Okay, so this is where we're going to put a lot of our stuff for now, and we'll work on the update. I'll explain that when we get to it, but right now we're just going to work in start. So first things first that we want to do is we want to create some kind of message for our player. We've got to have three things. We got to have so if you do 2 dashes, it turns green because that's a comment. So we want an intro. Okay. We want to explain the controls. Okay. And then we want to tell our player to pick a number between a minimum and a maximum. Minimum. There you go. Minimum and maximum. Can't spell. Okay. So those are the three things that we want to appear on the screen to start off the game. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to get the game logic made right now, the code for the game. We're going to get that made, and then we'll worry about the visuals. So to make it, what we're going to do is we're going to do something called, right there, debug.log, and open and close parentheses. Now debug.log, if we go back to Unity, we have our project. This will show all of our folders, all of our assets. Right? We can click on console down here. It might be up here. You just have to look for it, the console window. Debug.log will just send words to the console. Okay, and to do that, we have debug.log, open and close parentheses. And if we want to send words, we do quotations. So we have an open and close quotations. So first we need our intro. So I'm going to say, welcome to Number Wizard, exclamation point. And then to close, in code, anytime you end a line of code, you want to close it with a semicolon. Right? Not a colon. We don't want 2 dots. We want the dot and the comma. Okay. So that's our first line of code. So let's save it, and let's just make sure it works. So once you save it in Visual Studio, you click back over into Unity. And if we hit play here, we should see it down here. Perfect. Welcome to Number Wizard. Okay, let's go back into our code. So we have the intro. Now let's do another debug.log. And then let's see, so we need our explanation of controls. So we have 3 controls. We have the up arrow, down arrow, and enter. So I'm going to do up. Actually, let me write it out. I'll do up arrow. Let me spell it. Okay, so up arrow equals your number is higher than my guess. Remember, this is the computer talking. Okay, so we have up arrow is your number, so the computer's talking to the player. Player's number is higher than my guess. Down arrow, your number is lower than my guess. And then enter, I guessed correctly. Okay. So, and if at any point, so if you feel like you can go on and try doing this one, right? Create another debug.log after what you've seen me do. Create another one and tell the player to pick a number between a minimum and a maximum. So go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and do that. Okay. So now try to do the challenges. I know it's going to be easy not to do it, just to look on in the video, but doing the challenges is the only way you're going to learn it, which when we have tests in the future, you're going to want to know it. Okay, so debug.log, and then pick a number between 1 semicolon. So now if I save all that, so I don't need that anymore now that I have it all written out here. Let's save it, go back into Unity, and we'll hit play. Okay, perfect, and it works. So congratulations, you just wrote your first code and it shows up right here. So now we have the foundations, now that we have the rules or the introduction to the game, and now I can go on and start making the actual code for the game and getting learning some more about C# and Unity. So let's continue on to the next lesson.